Hey Scorpios, welcome back. So Scorpios, we're gonna go. I'm gonna get some messages from situations to see what situations that could be heading our way. What spirit wants us to be mindful of. I am seeing a divine masculine here, and I am seeing a situation where there could be irreconcilable differences. Most High, what is coming through for our Scorpios? Mhm. Right now, I feel like somebody's going through a lot of stored energy. Wanting a connection with you, wanting a situation, wanting to be able to pour emotions. What's up, PJ? Wanting to be able to pour emotions into a connection with you after it's like somebody was freezing their emotions towards you. It's like putting it on ice, not allowing the ice to melt into water so it could flow to you, so you can get clarity or understanding on somebody's emotional perspective of you and a particular connection. Right now, I feel like there is this type of heat that is making a situation that was once cold starting to kind of melt, and with the melting of the ice is producing um emotional feelings. Mhm. All deep and don't know what you're doing to me feeling. Somebody is starting, I feel like somebody can't control their feelings when it's coming toward you, Scorpio. It's like trying to keep some feelings on ice, and then the very thing that was keeping it cool or that made that kept the ice solid, like that ice machine is broken, and now all of the ice that is in this container in this situation is starting to melt. Now, as it's starting to melt, this is an individual who can no longer contain freezing their emotions when it's coming to you. They can no longer maintain not making any movement, staying still, because either the system that they had to keep their feelings on ice has broken, or the inability, or the heat outside of the machine is too hot for the machine to maintain some type of coolness to keep the ice frozen, which is a person's emotional state. And now that the very system that was used to not be emotional towards a connection with you is starting to break down, and as it's starting to break down and the water is beginning to melt, the emotions are beginning to flow. Somebody is feeling chained and weighed down by their thoughts that they have been suppressing. And one thing, if you suppress something for too long, there's going to be a opposite and equal reaction to that suppression. You're suppressing your emotions. That means something's going to happen where you're going to that you may become over emotional. If you're suppressing your ability to spend, then that means that you're going to end up overspending. If you try to be, it's just you know how it goes. And I feel like right now somebody can't contain their feelings when it's dealing with you. They've done a good job up until this point. Had you fool, had some. I feel like even fool people around them, but some people saw it. But because they didn't want you to see it, because I feel like Scorpio, you can see through people that are connected to you. You can see people's intentions. You can see people's thoughts. This person distanced themselves from you because they didn't want you to see through them. The lack of communication was them trying to keep control over a situation or scenario, because there's something about you that's gifted and this person knows it. And right now it's like somebody felt like in order so you couldn't see them, or in order so that you couldn't see what was coming, they moved their energy back, trying to keep their feelings for you on ice, staying at a distance from you so that they won't be able to expose how they feel, because they knew you would see how they feel. Now whatever system that they had in place to keep those feelings, now whatever they were suppressing, now they're having a greater hunger for you. And because of this hunger and now emotions are starting to be at an uncontrollable place, yeah, somebody wanted to be in control and now they figure out they wasn't in control. Actually, they kind of, whatever they were trying to do, it didn't work, and it's kind of like backfiring now. And now somebody is feeling way down in their mind when it's dealing with expressing something towards you, because this person, nobody does it for this person like you do. And I know you like, Scorpio, how is that so? Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's doing this. Well, you know what? If you look around, the world is filled with people are who have made pain their home. People who have truly settled that lack of what they want is their reality. And I feel like somebody was stuck in a reality of truly them suppressing things that they felt like could have hindered them in a long time. There's the energy where somebody is afraid that you are about to discard of them. They are afraid, I got you. They are afraid right now because somebody is not playing to a tone or playing the type of melody that you desire. You are pulling back. I also feel like right now, Scorpio, somebody is writing a song about you. It's whoever this is could be very spiritually or musically inclined. But I do feel like you are somebody's muse. You are making somebody very inspired, even while they're at a distance and lack of communication. Although those feelings are erupting right now, somebody is in their head, because I feel like you're releasing, you're letting go, you're discarding of a connection with somebody because of the lack of movement. And I feel like right now you're at this place where I feel like no matter what it is you're choosing, you Scorpio. Yeah. I feel like somebody feels like this is like you pulling back isn't a retaliation. It's kind of like a self-sabotage. Somebody has self-sabotaged a relationship with you, and now they realize that some energies that you've had towards them is no longer available. I do see, since you pulled back, no longer willing to fight for a connection that it seemed like you were in the ring by yourself, now you have someone who is coming in truly with their heart open, wanting to offer you a connection, wanting to give you an offer a proposal. This could be somebody that was fearing commitment, and now they want to commit because they fear you committing to someone else. They fear you committing to something else other than them. And this is putting them in some type of panic state. Mm-hmm. I got a hold on you. Scorpio, somebody feels like you have a hold on them. It felt like an unrequited situation, but it was because someone was suppressing something. And right now, whoever this is, they don't know how you did it. How did you capture their mind, their body, their soul? And for some of you guys, you capture all of this without even touching them, without even physically being with them. It's something about your energy. It's something about your connection. It could be past life lovers. It could be uh I don't know if you made a vow in a past life that this life you will, whatever it is, somebody feels this magnetic pull towards you, and it doesn't matter how much they try to fight it, how much they try to distance themselves, how much they try to stay in control over a situation when it's dealing with you, they can't do it. And it's driving them crazy because I feel like you have somebody fears that you could be their weakness. And I really feel like whoever this is could be looking at the situation kind of backwards. See, they're distancing themselves because they feel like you're their weakness, but in actuality, the distance is making them weak. The distance from you is making them weak. Because how can you solely focus on anything when you know that you're everything you're separating yourself from? And self-sabotage is what I'm hearing. Somebody has self-sabotage or has been, I feel like, wanting to heal, but in the same aspect, somebody self-sabotaging a connection that they know that they are very much connected to. And I feel like it's something on your end, Scorpio, you could have just released it. Like, because even if they're not communicating something to you, I feel like if you are connected like this, whatever it is, the connection is hurting you from the separation. And when you hurt, they hurt. They're hurting themselves from the separation, and then they're hurting you, and then they can feel your hurt. So it's like a whole lot of hurt energy. I feel like Scorpios, for some of you, you just like, I don't want to have this. I don't want this anymore. And because you discarded a connection that you felt that wasn't coming into it. It's like having a piano that doesn't play a tune, knowing that a piano is yours, knowing that you could play, but it's not presenting itself. The tones is not, it's not working. It's like, yeah, the idea of it being functional is one thing, but if it's not functioning, and I feel like whatever it was, you discarded it. Because Scorpios right now, I feel like you're in this dynamic where you have so many things changing around you. And I feel like Scorpios, we had to release so many things up until this point. And this one thing that could have been draining you, I feel like you released it. Whatever it is, the release was so powerful that somebody is in fear that the situation won't get picked back up, which is which someone now is come, like I said, magnetically drawn to you. Now somebody wants to give you this offer because the thought of you moving on, being with someone else, is creating a lot of pain and anxiety in somebody's mindset. This is somebody who is naturally a leader, naturally someone who takes charge, but they tried to control the situation that was out of their control, especially when it came to you. It was like, also, I feel like this is spirit showing someone that you are not in a place to be hurt moving forward. The holding on to a thought of someone hoping something comes to fruition, that is pain. And Spirit says you've done the work and that pain will not exist. So Spirit says, okay, if someone's not moving up or going with the program, we're going to remove them from your life. It kind of like reminds me of when they said, because I remember when they used back in the days when when they was teaching us stuff about like the Bible and stuff, and it was heaven and hell. It was like, well, how will like, say if I go to heaven and so goes to hell, will I still think about them? And one thing they'll say, no, your memory will be erased from them, or something like that. I feel like this is what God is saying. If someone doesn't choose you that you want, or that they want you because they can't heal or something of their nature, Spirit says, I'm going to remove them from your memory. I'm going to calcify your heart towards them. Because in this next season, Scorpio, Spirit says pain is not at the forefront of our blessings. And Spirit really wants us to subconsciously get it in our heads that this next level is all like is going to be very, very abundant and a powerful movement. And anything or anyone that is not moving with you at this time of this movement, Spirit says we're moving them out your life. It's kind of like the people that you had let go. Like some of the people, man, you would have took anybody out for them. People that you love the most. And now you look at back then how you felt about them, and you look at right now how you feel about them. It's like, I mean, no hard feelings, but I don't give a fuck. And it's crazy for someone to actually see that transformation and what you would have done for people that you loved at that particular time from what you would do for them now. It's like no movement. It's like Spirit had really calcified your heart to people of the past, because what you would do for them, they wouldn't do for you. And this is in the same situation. Spirit says people who have not healed from their past traumas, parent healings, whatever. Spirit says right now, what's coming to you, whoever comes to you have to be as equally healed. Meaning, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, we both have to be healed from the same things, but it's like our traumas won't surpass, like we've done the work. So I mean, yeah, we still got shit to work on, but it ain't like the low vibrationals. Like we've been putting in the work. And Spirit says, if someone cannot get to the level of even on a communication or moving forward towards you, and having a harmonious evolution from this point, Spirit says, I'm just gonna take them out your mind. Because one thing, your mind is so fucking precious. Your soul, your energy alone is so precious. Spirit says, I want nothing to taint it. I want nothing to be a disturbance. I want nothing to be a dis-ease to you. And if your mind is at a dis-ease because of a situation that's not presenting itself or not there, it's like Spirit says, you're not focused on this evolution that like you guys are world leaders. You are evolution. You guys are about to change the fucking world. And Spirit says, I can't have you focus on this, on someone that is not healed or is not ready to go to that next level with you, because it's going to throw off your purpose. And Spirit says, no, your purpose is a lovely thing. So shoot, what we're going to do is look into the stinger. It's kind of like Men in Black. We're just going to erase the memory. It was just a memory. It was just a lesson. And I feel like somebody really feels that somebody's afraid that they're only going to be a memory in your mind and not a part of your journey. This is very scary to them. Realizing that you could have been made just for them, and for them to reject it and Spirit have to give you something else. More healed, more qualified. Ooh, more qualified. Yep, because the lack of evolution, that means that there's a lack in perfection. And we are all perfect as long as we continue to evolve. The evolution, the evolving part is the perfection part. Not in where you are if you take a screenshot, but in the movement. And if somebody isn't moving with you, evolving with you, then they fall out of that perfect energy. And that's when Spirit says, I'm going to take it away. See, because it's one thing about you, Scorpio, the reason why you are hated, loved, feared, intimidated, all it is because you won't stop. You are death and rebirth. You hear me? You keep on going. It's like a fucking water bug. You just can't be stopped. You can't be killed. Hell, motherfuckers been trying to step on you your whole life. You got your guts all out, but you still moving. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, what is this? And right now, Spirit says, now that you're going to this new point in life, consciousness, awareness, Spirit says, only the powerful could be amongst the powerful. No more can people skip the line. No more can people get placed in a situation and hoping that they're going to have it. Nah, if you ain't putting in the work, you ain't getting to the top. If you want to get to the top of the mountain, you're going to have to put that work in. You're going to have to go through the hard times of you risking falling, risking your legs going out because of the lack of work or the work that you have put in. Spirit said, if you at the top of that motherfucking mountain, it's because you meant to be there. Ain't nobody flying you up there. It's only one way up and one way down. Everybody who got flew to the top, they falling down because they were never meant to be there. And Spirit says right now, only people that can be surrounded around you are the people that matches your energy, your hustle, your drive, your dedication. And I just feel like right now, because you're willing to let everything go to receive it all, Spirit says there are individuals around you who could have been sleeping on a connection, sleeping on communicating, afraid or whatever these fears were. I feel like the fear that they fear the most is not having you in their life, because they know where you're going. And some of these people, like I say, Spirit says, look, they divinely supposed to be for you, but everybody got free will. If they don't choose you this time, they missed out. Just like everybody in your fucking past that chose everybody else over you, when clearly you were the most valued, the best choice. Spirit said anybody that choose wrong, that's their portion. They're gonna have to live with it for the rest of their life. It's the truth. Anyway, That's all I got for you, Scorpios. I love you. Family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, just get ready because this is we're going into a level where we're unapologetic. We walking in our power and we're not giving a fuck who feel what about what. Because the people who are talking are the ones that have not made it to the top. The people who are criticizers are the ones that can't do what you do. The people who are hating is because they know they can't get on your level. And the ones who slept on you, did not give you an offer, did not choose you, was too weak to come towards you, Spirit said that'll be their portions too. But they will see you at the top. It's just that you won't be at the top with them, but somebody else. Because Spirit says at the top, it ain't many, it's few, but the few that's up there, they deserve to be there. And if they with you, they mirroring you. I love you. Have a great day, family.